tonight's SmackDown proves that Triple H has heard the fans, but just doesn't care. For real, he literally had Damian Priest and Sami Zayn call out the WWE writing, the creative, and is doing nothing about it. Like, legit, he had Damian Priest say to Cody Rhodes, yeah, me and the boys, we're sick of seeing the same faces over and over again in the main event. Okay, well, Cody versus CM Punk it is then at SummerSlam. Or what about Sami Zayn? Sami Zayn goes to Adam Pearce and he says, make this make sense to me. Here I am, I win the championship, and then I have to defend it 9 days later on not even my own brand. I'm a SmackDown guy and I had to defend it on Raw. Cody Rhodes, all he has to do is say win, he gets a championship match. CM Punk, he literally stays home for months and he gets just called up and he gets a match right away. Gunther is his tag team partner. They were fighting at Saturday night's main event for an opportunity to get into the SummerSlam main event, and Nick Aldis screws Gunther, but in the process screws Sami Zayn. Now Gunther and Nick Aldis, they're on a match at SummerSlam, and Sami's like, what about me? I was the champion. I didn't get a rematch. I won the title fair and square. I fought for years, a decade in the WWE to sniff that title, and finally I get it, and look at me. I don't even have a match at SummerSlam. And then Adam Pearce was like, Sami, he yells at him. He yells at him like he's Braun Breaker. And then he says, Sami, tonight, there's a number one contenders match for you. If you win that match, then you get a shot at the title after SummerSlam. And that's when Sami crashes out and lays out everything I just said. He's like, why do I have to earn? Why do I have to earn my way in? Everybody else, it gets handed to them, but I have to earn it. And then Adam Pearce is like, take it or leave it. And Sami's like, fine, I'll take it. And then he gets mad. He doesn't punch a water bottle, but he punches a door or hits a door. And it's like, so that just tells me that Triple H is aware of all the inconsistent storytelling and the grievances that the fans have, and yet he just continues the course. He's like, I hear you guys, I hear you gals, but I don't care. Are we having fun yet? Oh my gosh, good things come to those who wait. You want Brock? You got him. It's like, what's the deal? What is the deal, Triple H? Is this fun to you? Is that like, do you enjoy trolling the fans more than you actually like writing stories for the fans? Is that what it is? Because, like, I'm beginning to think so. All right, let's go over SmackDown. This is your one take, one shot SmackDown review where I do it immediately following SmackDown so you get my gut reaction. Can't go online and look at the other YouTubers and see what their opinions are and repurpose it as my own. Let's get into it. After I tell you how to win this title right here, all you got to do is comment below. Subscribe to the channel and, well, you can win it. It's I'm gonna ship it for free anywhere in the world. Can be yours. It's not a toy, it's a replica. Can be yours. All right. I think I did that out of order. So let's say it's not a toy, knock, knock. It's a replica. All right. But, you know, one take, one shot. Let's go. So we start off with we're showing some images or a video package from the kickoff show. The kickoff show for SummerSlam. For some reason, the kickoff is 2 weeks before SummerSlam. It was last weekend, last Sunday after Saturday's main event, and you know, I wish they would have aired some of that stuff actually on SmackDown, because the interesting stuff to further the angles of Gunther and Nick Aldis happened on the SummerSlam kickoff. The interesting stuff to further the angle of CM Punk and Cody Rhodes happened at the SummerSlam kickoff, and Jimmy Fallon. But tonight we just get promos. I digress. So Nick Aldis comes out and we get a contract signing. That Triple H loves to spam the contract signing. There's at least two to three contract signings. Seth and Roman had a contract signing. Let's see. Obafemi and Brock Lesnar, they're having a weigh-in. They had contract signings before WrestleMania. Now they're doing a weigh-in, and I'm surprised Cody and Punk. I wouldn't be surprised if they have a contract signing next week. But that said, contract signing, Nick Aldis, Adam Pearce explains to him that you're giving up all your rights to be a GM until after SummerSlam if you choose to face Gunther. And then he's like, yeah, I'll do it. Gunther comes down and Gunther says, you're just jealous. You're jealous that you never made it. Yes, you're an NWA champion, but that's about it. But me, I come in, I'm the champion. Gunther, he's this is the Gunther that I do enjoy. I do enjoy this version of Gunther where he just talks down to his opponent. And he goes to leave and he signs the contract. Adam Pearce, Nick Aldis is like, all right, Gunther, you know what? I've got nothing to lose, but you got everything to lose. You retired John Cena, AJ Styles, and some other guy, but I'm a guy who hasn't wrestled at all. I have nothing to lose. If you lose to me, you lose to a guy who hasn't wrestled in 3 years. They get mad at each other, they attack each other, and when it's all said and done, Gunther puts him through the table, the powerbomb through the table, and that is your event. Again, it was more, their interaction was more interesting on the kickoff show. Like, I don't understand why we save all the really super interesting stuff for everything else except WWE programming. Like, holy cow. They're going to start furthering angles on the radio shows soon because it's not SmackDown or Raw. It's like, Okay. So then we have ourselves a match. Well, this is where the Sami Zayn stuff happens. So Sami Zayn crashes out. Then we have ourselves a match. It is what? Who are they? It's one of the Fatal Influence girls. I can't remember her name right now, but she is now the champion, and she tag team champion that is, and she fights Brie Bella. We have ourselves a match. There's a bunch of outside interference and whatnot, but end of the day, Brie Bella will win. And they will start, Fatal Influence will start attacking. They attack. Before the match, by the way, JC Jane was like, Tiffany Stratton, I'm coming for your belt. She just says, I'm coming for your belt. It's like, okay, well, cool. But yes, so JC Jane, after the match, they attack. Fatal Influence beating her up. And then Nikki Bella comes running out and chases off Fatal Influence. Beats them up a little bit. And she says, you know what? I can't believe you're beating up my sisters. So now let's have a 6-women tag match at SummerSlam. And then Fatal Influence got all like, oh no. It's like, why would you be scared of that? Like, that's a good payday, honestly. You don't have to put up your titles on the line and you get a match on the SummerSlam card. You should be like, all right, let's go. So whatever, small gripe there. It was a match. Let's see, what else happened on SmackDown? We had ourselves, I didn't pull this up. We had ourselves, I'll just jump to Charlotte Flair versus Nia Jax. Those two had a matchup later in the card. And it's whatever. It's the same exact match that Nia kind of had. Well, I guess it's not because it was longer. Nia last week fought Jade Cargill. And Charlotte got so hyped up and started beating up Jade that Nia got disqualified because Charlotte attacked Jade. Well, this week, same thing. First, we, though, had the baddies attack Charlotte. She fought them off. She got in the ring. And then Jade attacked Charlotte. And so Nia's disqualified again. So most likely what's going to happen is they're just going to insert Nia next week into the women's ladder match because there's one spot remaining. But yeah, and then we have the same exact finish as last week where the baddies team up on Charlotte and we do ourselves a Jaded. Exact. Copy paste, just different people attacking. And Nia did drop an F-bomb that the censors failed to catch. So fun. The word respect. It was talked at, I think, the 57 mark. Yeah, so 8:57, they said respect. At 9:10, they said respect. And at 9:15, they said respect. Lots of respect. Ooh, so much respect. What I did like, though, Royce Keys was backstage, and Solo Sikoa came up to Royce, and they were talking, and then LA Knight came in, and he was talking. Solo cut the best promo. It reminded me, I didn't key in on this, but there was I think the Meme Elite Facebook group, they made a meme, and they kind of alluded to it being the that famous promo of Kane talking to, was it Hogan and The Rock, or was it, I forget exactly who I was talking to, but Kane did this one really funny promo where he just goes all crazy and starts impersonating everybody, and it did remind me of when Solo Sikoa doing it tonight, cutting a babyface promo saying how LA Knight and Royce Keys and him, they were going to clean house, and it was just really good. Finally, we're taking the leash off of a Solo Sikoa, and I think he's about to have a really good babyface run here. Finn Balor also had a promo backstage because, he's saying how I'm in the number one contender match tonight. It's been 10 long years to get back here. Then Gunther came out and it was like 10 years. Ha 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 ha. That was so funny. Gunther making fun of Finn Balor. Finn Balor was having this really hype moment, and then Gunther just took a dump on it. I mean, a heel should always take the opportunity to take a dump on the babyface. One take, one shot. Wish I could cut that out. But, yeah. So I like that. I think, who else? Then Damian Priest kind of called out Cody Rhodes for always being in the main event. We had, Chelsea Green versus Kiana James. First, we had Chelsea Green and Tiffany Stratton. They cut a little bit of promo. Looks like they are best buds now. And I do actually like Tiffany a lot better with Chelsea Green. So I think that's the play. I think Triple H found the play. He's like, all right, we are going to put the babyface that nobody likes with the babyface, but I want to push. The babyface that nobody likes, but that I want to push with the babyface that I don't want to push, that the fans like. And then it's like a Trojan horse where then we start liking the other babyface, and then we can start pushing that babyface. Did it with Charlotte Flair, but it works. It works because I'm starting to like Tiffany Stratton again because of Chelsea Green. Chelsea Green will leave, and then Blake Monroe will kind of like talk some smack to Tiffany, but she leaves. Anyways, Chelsea Green goes and faces Kiana James, and Chelsea Green wins. This will get her into the ladder match. I'm very happy that Chelsea Green is in the ladder match. So please hear me say that, because honestly, if we're not gonna let someone like JC Jane win, then please let someone like Chelsea Green win. Either Lyra, JC Jane, or Chelsea Green. But boy howdy, Chelsea Green would be such a good champion. The only problem is then Rhea will come back and just mop the floor with her. But I think Chelsea Green would be great. This could be a good opportunity to see if Unreal Season 2 was wrong when they said that Chelsea Green was nothing more than a bona fide enhancement talent, which I very much disagree with. If she could get the interim championship, so it's not the real championship, we could test her out for 2 or 3 months, that would be beautiful. What was I saying, though? But also, though, the thing that's weird about this Kiana James-Chelsea Green match is, what the heck was all this stuff in the beginning of the year giving Kiana James one of the best Royal Rumble performances and then a spot in the Elimination Chamber, plus her beating Charlotte Flair in a triple threat? It's like, why did we do that all in the beginning of the year if we didn't really have anything for her? I remember all those things. I didn't see any botches really or anything. I don't see why suddenly we're like, yeah, never mind. We could have gave those spots to, I don't know, maybe Raquel Rodriguez or something. But yeah, no, guess not. Speaking of which, JC Jane also, she beat Charlotte Flair too. What's the point of making Charlotte Flair a decade of dominance if beating her really doesn't do nothing for you? JC Jane, Kiana James both beat her, and they're not in this ladder match. That's courtesy of Wrestle Don. He kind of mentioned that in our Discord. And I was like, yeah, you're right. You're right, Wrestle Don. And then what else? We then have the segment of the night was Cody Rhodes and CM Punk. They alluded to AEW, but they did not mention AEW. They also alluded to a previous promo they had where Cody Rhodes was like, I listened to your pipe bomb and I followed it to a T. But what I never told you was that I love you, but I don't like you. So they're pretty much ripping off Roman Reigns and Seth Rollins now. Seth has literally said, I love Roman, but I don't like him. Now Cody is saying that. We've had CM Punk, he has called Cody his little brother. And Roman calls, brother, those two. So, they're totally just, taking from Raw's main event program. Okay. Yeah. And then it's inconsistent as well. The promo starts off with Cody trying to give CM Punk the microphone, but then he drops it on accident. He's like, no, I didn't really mean to. I really meant to drop that. And then CM Punk grabs another microphone and says, I don't know if I can even turn my back on you. I don't even know if I can you can't handle the pressure, man. And then Cody says, I believe you that it was an accident when you hit me in the face. But just last Sunday, he literally said, oh, come on, you meant to do that. Jimmy Fallon, is it Jimmy Fallon? The Tonight Show guy is literally saying that CM Punk meant to hit you in the face with that. And now Cody's just like, no, I believe that you didn't mean to hit me in the face. He's like, we're brothers. I love you, brother. But a week ago, he's like, don't give me that brother crap. So it's like they're just, I don't know. The SummerSlam stuff, the stuff that aired on social media after Saturday night's main event, not on the main program, all that stuff was super good. Red hot heat for Punk and Cody. But then we get here tonight and it's like, it was a better promo than not. This promo, if this had been the start of their feud, then it would have been red hot. But to do it just a week before the go-home show, it's like, I want to see a little more. There was a moment where they were so I thought they were going to kiss each other. If there wasn't a microphone there, but gosh, one take, one shot. Wish I could cut that out. Never mind. Stop it. Get back on track. God, don't start laughing now. Okay, so. Gosh. If they should have just one of them should have socked the other in the face. They really should have. And they just should have beat him up. Cody went on and on about how he was kind of jealous of CM Punk. He's like, I need to beat you because I did everything that you talked about in your pipe bomb, and yet they still wanted it to be you. I was doing it, but they wanted me to be you, and that got on my nerves, and that's why I gotta beat you. And then CM Punk was like, who are we to, me and you are not to judge who did it better. It's like, no, yeah, I'm going to judge that. Cody did it better. Let's just be honest. We can hate Cody Rhodes all we want, but when it comes to being anti-establishment, Cody Rhodes for the longest time, maybe not right this second, but for the longest time, Cody was so anti-establishment that he went and started a rival promotion. So, Cody did the anti-establishment stuff way better than CM Punk. All CM Punk did was quit for 10 years. I'm a CM Punk fan. But anyways, we have CM Punk just eventually says, you just can't handle the pressure, man. You can't handle being able to just fight somebody for a title. I'm going to break your heart. And then he goes to walk away. I'm going to break the heart of Dusty Rhodes' kid. And then he's like, that's it. You got to call him. We got to go there. Did you guys and gals know that Cody Rhodes is Dusty Rhodes' kid? I'm not sure if anybody knew that. Yeah, little known secret. I think I read it once on Wikipedia, but we have Cody then stops him. No, we're gonna play my music, and then Cody just starts playing. Says, "Yeah, I'm gonna beat you. Now play my music." Okay, Cody, for the most part, this was a better Cody segment than usual. How about that? Nah, I've seen better, but like, I mean, it might have been his best this year. It might have been Cody's best segment this year because, like, well, I mean, the bar's pretty low when it comes to Cody segments, but he needs to. If Triple H and Cody Rhodes can hear everything that we're saying, we need to like lean into that. Cody at one time said, "I'm not apologizing anymore for who I am." And that reminded me, I went right back to Homelander saying, "I'm done apologizing for who I am." Homelander in The Boys. Like, don't let your kids watch it, but like, there's this like, spoiler alert, there's like an evil Superman there, and he's like, "I'm done apologizing for being super." And that's kind of, it gave me those vibes of for Cody Rhodes. All right, so, but then it's pretty much over. At that point, we have one more match, and that, I believe, is the quadruple threat match. We have Royce Keys, Finn Balor, Damian Priest, and Trick Williams. They are going to go at it. Fatal 4-way for the number one contendership match. Well, to be eligible to enter into a number one contendership match with Sami Zayn. This is, it's decent. Like, honestly, WWE really knows how to book quadruple threat matches really well now. Like, they're getting really good at it. Now, it's kind of a cop-out because they just do that so nobody can suffer a loss. Trick Williams gets to be in the match. Everybody gets to whoop that Trick, but he doesn't have to suffer a loss. Royce Keys gets to show his power, but he doesn't get to suffer a loss. Damian Priest, which is shocking, took the pin. I guess the Damian Priest experiment is finally over, but like, he takes the pin, but he doesn't necessarily look weak because all these things happened around him. And Finn Balor, like, he's back. Like, holy cow. He's got a shot. He's on the SummerSlam card. He's feuding with someone other than Judgment Day. Speaking of which, he pinned Damian Priest. I remember when Damian Priest was mopping the floor with that dude and all his friends in Judgment Day. So it was surprising that Damian Priest is the one that got taken out here. And we also have earlier in the night, so R-Truth's gimmick now is saying things like, I don't even know if that's PG. I guess I was kind of saying that stuff tonight too, so it's, I laughed. I was laughing at R-Truth. Sometimes I feel R-Truth jokes are a little forced. Tonight was really good. The best part of tonight also was that no Zombie Miz, no Kit Wilson. Anyways, the Fatal 4-way. At one point, the Usos will come out because a Solo comes out to help Royce. He even puts the foot on the rope. That's something Triple H likes to do nowadays. He puts foot on the rope, but it's a no DQ, so at least we don't bury the referee. He helps Royce not get pinned. Then the Usos come out. They take out a Solo, but LA Knight comes in to help Solo. They fight to the back. Royce Keys about to win. Jacob Fatu pulls him out. They get into a fight. When it's all said and done, that's when Finn Balor does get the pinfall victory. And boom, that's it. That's SmackDown. What do I think of this SmackDown? If they would have done those kickoff show angles on this episode, I probably would have thought this was a very good episode. As it stands, it automatically is a 6 because it's not 3 hours. I love not 3 hour SmackDowns. So I'm just going to keep, but the fact that Triple H is flaunting that he hears us but doesn't care about us, I'm just going to keep it at a 6. All right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 on the Chop-O-meter. All right, boys. All right, girls. Go leave a hot take, and I'll see you tomorrow. See you. Bye. See you. Bye.